Hello, Clive de Carle here, and I'd like to talk a little bit about the impossibility of spreading a virus when somebody is asymptomatic. Now, all these thousands of tests that are going on a daily basis, they're all finding people who have no symptoms whatsoever, but supposedly are testing positive for this virus. Now, I think we all know that really, unless you're coughing and sneezing and stuff, you really can't spread anything. Asymptomatic people spreading a virus, well, just doesn't really happen. And here is Dr. Fauci, Dr. Evil himself, explaining this very fact.
To just add one thing that seems to get lost in that question is that, as Bob said, and I agree, we would really like to see the data, because if there is asymptomatic transmission, it impacts certain policies that you do regarding screening, et cetera. But the one thing historically people need to realize, that even if there is some asymptomatic transmission, in all the history of respiratory-borne viruses of any type, asymptomatic transmission has never been the driver of outbreaks. The driver of outbreaks is always a symptomatic person. Even if there's a rare asymptomatic person that might transmit, an epidemic is not driven by asymptomatic carriers.
I hope this clears things up. We don't need to wear masks. We don't need to be locked down. Again, the pandemic was declared not to be a pandemic back in March by the British authorities, by the NHS. So we're being conned. We're being fooled. This is a disaster, and we need to go back to the real normal, not the stupid new normal.